Good morning, and my name is Helen Jennings. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK, and I'm welcoming you in to my very messy craft room in desperate need of a tidy up, um, just to do a really quick video. And I'm popping on for two reasons. One is to prove that I haven't been abducted by aliens, because if you regularly pop on to my lives, you may have noticed I've been a bit missing in action over the last few weeks. So just to prove that I am still here, and while I'm also here, I'm going to share with you one of my little favourite gadgets and something that I use quite often in my business, but also elsewhere around my home. So I'm going to just bring in my downward facing camera and bring down and show you my lovely label maker. Now, I use my label maker a lot. And one of the things I use it for is every time I get a new set of dies. And I'm going to show you what I do with my dies. So here we have the lovely rocking horse set. So this is from the new mini catalogue, one of those lovely Christmassy sets that we're going to be able to create to used to create some lovely Christmas cards, but also not just Christmas cards, really. A rocking horse would make a really lovely new baby card, or lots of reasons why you might want to use this little set. Yeah, as I say, it comes from the new mini catalogue, which I've got here behind me, and it has a set of dies with it. Now, this set of dies, I have taken it out of its cellophane wrapper, but other than that, I haven't done anything with it. So I thought, hello, lovely to see you with me. So I thought I would just show you what I do with my dies. Now I have here in front of me the page open for the catalogue, but that's because I might well need some prices and things for my label. So if I open this up, here we have the set of dies that go with this particular stamp set. So as is often the case, we have some dies here, and when they first arrive, they're on this sort of paper sheet with the tape on, and they're stuck to the tape. So the first thing I do is I transfer them to a magnetic sheet. So that is what I'm going to do. So there we have a little horse, and we have a trumpet. This little die here, there's a little stamp in here that's holly, that will cut that out. There's also a little long holly bit just there, and there is a die for that as well. We have a drum, we have blocks, which is where the baby card would really come into its own, and one block has A on it, one has B on it, and unsurprisingly the third one has a C on it. We have our base of our rocking horse, or a fancy base that's going to give us some die cut holes and squiggles and things in it. We have a pile of presents. There's that other long holly. We have some holly leaves. We have some holly berries. We have a bow. We have some bigger holly leaves. Some more holly berries. Teddy bear. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm sure that will come to me as I start to use it. Some tiny holly berries. That looks like a carrot. Is it a carrot? Have we got a picture with a carrot on it? Or am I completely missing what that is? It looks like a carrot. Why wouldn't a horse want a carrot? And there we have another little bow. Just having a look on this picture just here to see if there's... No, I can't see any carrots. We will see. We'll see what that comes to. I haven't yet, as you can see, started playing with it. So now what I do is I take my magnetic sheet and I stick it onto the tape on that carrier sheet that I've just taken my dies off of. So that is my dies transferred from the sticky tape to a magnetic sheet, and they will go back in to this plastic folder. I know some people will put their dies then in with the stamp. I tend to keep them separate, but I want to label up my pocket so that I know what is in there. So let me press the start button on my label maker. There we go, and it is indeed a Dymo, and it says there diary. So the last thing that I was labelling is I have got two planner binders that look the same, and I needed to label them so that I knew which one was going to be my 2024 diary and which one was going to be my weekly planning sheets. So this says diary, so we don't need it to say diary. Let's do our backspaces. Now I do know that when I did my diary, I did it in a big size, so extra large. I don't want it extra large to go on my pocket just here, so I think we'll have it in medium size. So what I label my dies up with is, let's find one that's going to be nice and clear. I have the name of the dies, I have the catalogue number, I have the price, and I have the number of dies that you're going to find. So the name of these dies is Rocking Horse Dies, unsurprisingly. So let's put that in. So it is an alphabetical keyboard rather than a QWERTY keyboard. So I'm going to leave a couple of spaces, then we'll put in the number. Now I should be able to read it off of here. You will find that on your packaging, or you can find it in your catalogue. We need to turn this into numbers, turn it from letters to numbers. So you want 162040. So if you fancy those dies, that's what the catalogue number is. And then we're going to put the price of the dies. Now, this is the price of the dies on their own, not the price of the bundle. So I'm going to press insert and symbol, and we're going to look for the pound sign, which is just there. And then we're going to add in £25. So 2 and a 5. And then finally, I'll do some spaces and I'll put in the number of dies. And there's quite a few dies in here. There's actually 21. So that's all the information that I want on my label. So let's hit print and it's going to print out. Now, obviously, as I said, labeling my die packets is not the only thing that I use my label maker for. I've got boxes containing embossing powders that are labelled with the colour of the embossing powder. I've got storage boxes that are labelled with the things that are in them. If you go into my kitchen, in the kitchen cupboards, you'll find boxes labelled with self-raising flour, plain flour, all of those sorts of things. So many reasons you might want a label maker, and I love my label maker. I know that you can get fancy ones these days that you can get apps for on your phone and all of those sorts of things. Mine's an relatively old school label maker, but I love it. It does the job. I label up all my dies. Now, having labelled up this die set and this stamp set, I just want to let you all know that I am planning on coming back in tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock and go live, and we'll do some creating with this gorgeous Rocking Horse stamp set and die. So do come and join me, and we'll get back into the swing of doing our lives where we come together and create. And if you have been watching this and wondering who is this mad, crazy woman, you can find out lots more about me if you head on over to my website, which is loveaduckie.co.uk, and there you will find blog posts, links to shops, downloads, all sorts of things. Good morning. This is just so for all of those that are joining me, lovely to hear you saying hello and to greet me. I can't necessarily see who is saying hello unless you have allowed for StreamYard to show your names to me. Otherwise, you just come up as a Facebook user or a YouTube user. But hello anyway. When I go back and check, I should be able to see who you all are. So it's lovely to have you joining me on this Thursday morning. And as I say, I will be back tomorrow morning to do some creating with that gorgeous rocking horse dies now that I have labelled them, and using the stamp set as well. So do come back and join me tomorrow morning or watch me on catch up. In the meanwhile, have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you all very soon.